So let's talk about the Arktika. This has got to be, if not the first, one of the first watches that I think ever made American television several years ago. Different incarnation as such, but still.
The Arktika has been a perennial favorite with the Vostok Europe. I mean, this is not one of those that just came out. It has a history. In fact, I would not be surprised if there weren't people watching the show tonight that have Arktikas in their collection, or certainly are familiar with this watch. It is one of the most unusual designs that Vostok Europe has ever done. One of the points about Vostok Europe, as you know, Tim, is that everything is 100% custom. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's nothing here that's off the shelf. To give a quick rundown, you're talking about watches here. Almost everything that's on the show tonight, the movements are built by the Vostok Watch Company, which is the oldest and largest Russian watch manufacturer, deep in the heart of Russia, in Chistopol, Russia. That's where all the movements are made, not in every watch tonight, but in most of them. I'll make it clear when it's not a Vostok movement tonight. The watches themselves, Vostok Europe, they're based in Vilnius, Lithuania, and that's where they're designed, and all of these are hand-assembled there. And everything is 100% custom. This watch is named after the first surface ship to ever reach the North Pole, the Arktika icebreaker. And that's why you see this nautical theme throughout. One of the things, and we've talked about it many times, that I get so excited about with Vostok Europe is that these watches, it's not like they build a watch and then slap a name on it. They start with the idea first, and then they build the watch around the idea. In this case, it was this amazing ship that was the first to ever reach the North Pole. Of course, in a few years from now, we'll be able to do that in a motorboat and have to take our suntan lotion with us. But back in the 70s, when this thing broke through the ice, that's what this is named after. That's why you see the anchor. That's why you see the waves on the dial and so forth. And it is the case, the bracelet, everything was built around this theme.
So when we're talking about themes, one of the things, and I'll just speak in general terms at this point, that I have admired about the Russian pieces pretty much since I first began to study them, and it was certainly brought to bear when you and I had a chance to visit Russia together. We were actually studying in Moscow and so on, is that they do something that I'm not familiar with any other concept or culture really doing with the wristwatches, whereas I think most companies build a watch and then they go, that's cool, let's name the thing.
Right.
And the Russians do exactly the opposite, where they have their inspiration. In this case, it's going to be the boat or the ship or what have you, or rocket or whatever, and then they go, let's build something that honors the object.
Right, and they start with the idea and then they completely design around it. And again, every component you're looking at, there's nothing here that's off the shelf. They don't go to the show in Basel and go to the manufacturers of the cases and the hands and the dials and say, I'll take that case, I'll take this bracelet. No, they sit down and with the CAD programs and build everything from the ground up, so it's 100% custom. What you're getting here with this watch, you're getting the 32-jewel Vostok movement, which I was talking about earlier, beautifully decorated with the blued screws, with the, what do they call them on the rotor? Those called when they're
the vertical stripe.
Yeah,
vertical. Cote de Chanel.
That's it. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Yes. I don't know if it's really applicable out of Russia, but
well, anyway,
or tuxedo if you want tuxedo Damaskini.
There you go.
Does that
I
help?
like that too.
All right, well you can run with that.
So you've got the decorated movement. You've got they are true numbered limited editions. But really, the story on this one, and I'm going to let you talk about this, Tim, because I always enjoy listening to you talk about how much you love the bracelet on this watch, because it is an amazing bracelet. And let's not forget, real quick, I want to make sure I don't forget to say, it's going to come with both the bracelet and this really cool nylon-coated leather strap. So you got both.
And you just did a video about
I did a video. If you go to my Facebook page, if you look up Watch Comrade on Facebook, and that's with a K, guys, Watch Comrade with a K, not with a C, you'll find my Facebook page, and there is a video on how to change out the bracelet and the strap on there that you can find. But anyway, the bracelet on this, which again is custom, 5-link, is just an amazing bracelet on this piece.
Well, let's take a look at this bracelet, because I am a fan of the bracelet. He's absolutely right. And so when we're looking at this, here's the thing. You've got the watch marked down to 282.60s we've talked about.
Which this is normally a good chunk more than that. Well into the threes, and that's even if you're getting it at a good price.
And could be low fours. I mean, the point is, and this is what I was trying to tell you guys, and not to overly hammer Facebook, but I was putting a lot of this info out earlier on my my Facebook page. And you're welcome to join, by the way, Tim Temple on Facebook, which is free. Twitter, I'm the Watch Guy on Twitter, also free. I'm more than happy to update you. My point is that what we're talking about here is an exceptional value from a price standpoint. But now let's talk about more than just the price, what you're actually getting. And this bracelet is remarkable. Case in point, as Craig has already mentioned, and I'm glad he got to that right away. When you were getting into this Russian stuff, you got to remember you're coming from a closed society. And that, to me, that's part of the beauty of it, is that you don't have something that goes, oh, that looks like so-and-so, because these guys were literally protected, protected may be the wrong